How?
Because you said you can't determine anything, so you can't change anything.
Sure. Yeah, it's fine.
So the second premise is redundant. You might as well remove
How?
that entirely.
How? You cannot change your wants is completely consistent with the
All right, well,
worldview.
you can't change anything. You can't change your wants. You can't change your this. You can't change any wording. Put any word
Alright,
there. You can't change anything.
I'm gonna do the example that Grizzly, red or blue.
You pick, bro. I don't care.
Perfect. That actually works very well. You cannot change the fact that you wanted to make me pick. Am I correct?
No, I could have.
No, you can't. No, you can't, because your entire conditioning of your entire life led up to that moment. No, led up to that. You're gonna have to let me finish here because this is a great point. Your entire conditioning of your entire life led up to that exact moment where I asked you red or blue, and your answer, your want was to make me decide. Okay.
Right.
And if we were to go back and make you change something in your life, which would make you lead to a diff no, I'm not fucking done. It's like if we were to change. Hold on, motherfucker. Shut up. The reason that you picked to make me, you decided to make me pick was your entire life. If we were to go back and change something in your life that would lead to a different decision, then we would be dealing with an entirely different Grizzly.
Right, but Bubba, in my world,
wait, how do you know that?
There's a disconnect between what I want and what I choose. So what I initially wanted, what my initial knee-jerk reaction want is, I agree, isn't up to me. But what I choose to say and what comes out of my mouth is up to me. Is up to me. So in my worldview, there is a disconnect. In your worldview, there isn't a disconnect.
Grizzly, don't you believe in compatibilism? Am I mistaken?
Wait, let's not divert right now, Bubba. Let's stick on the blue-red. Let's stick on the blue-red. So, you see, what I want, I want chocolate cake right now, is disconnected from, will I go and get chocolate cake or will I go and get...
Yeah,
I will have a beer. Choose. In your worldview, hold on, in your worldview, there is no choice.
The reason, and this is why premise 1 perfectly follows, is because the reason that they would have punched their mother in the face or killed them is because they wanted to.
Right, and in some cases they would have had to do it even though they didn't want to. Like,
yep, and then that still perfectly is premise 1, because you will only ever do something because you want to or you are forced to. You could be forced to punch your mother in the face.
Wouldn't be forcing me. That's still me choosing.
Then you want to punch your mother in the face because then you gain $50,000. Grizzly, Grizzly, every single it's just every single hypothetical that you add on to
you're
this.
You're mixing two things at once here.
There's two things in the premise: want and force.
Right, which is already a problem. But the point is, you can't force anyone to do anything. That's the problem.
Yes, you can. I could put it for here. Maybe you will go against the gun, but for a reasonable person, like maybe Bo.
Then you can't force people to do anything.
Yes, you can. Because sure.
It's just a coin flip.
Sure. Here, it's like this. I can't, and you're gonna let me finish. Is that you will not generally want to punch your mother in the face, but then if I put a gun to your head, then you will want to punch your mother in the face because you don't want to die. That's how it works. That's the idea of being forced to.
You can't force me to do a choice, dude. You can't.
Yeah, I can make you want. That is the definition of force.
No, you can't.
I can put a gun to Buffalo's head and force him to do a lot of shit. If I put yes, it is, Grizzly. Forcing means.
You can just your bullet. You can just choose to do that.
But Grizzly, if forcing means.
I'll never turn.
Wait, he can just choose not to do it. He still has a choice.
Oh.
Too dumb.
Buffalo, I'm gonna mute you because you're being a dickhead.
So Bubba, ultimately you can force something upon Bubba. You can force something upon someone with violence, but you can't force them to do something.
To say that only one person is responsible all the time for a specific action. There are cases like the one you just said, where a person can, like several people, can be responsible for an evil action.
That's your belief, yeah. You believe responsibility can be
Grizzly,
shared out.
Do you think that the Holocaust is only one person?
Jump to an emotional example.
No, it's not. It's a perfectly reasonable and logical example. I'm using this completely out of logic. It was the first thing I thought of. Do you think that the Holocaust was only one person was responsible for that?
I would say the people that did it are responsible, not the people that ordered it.
The people.
I would say only one person. I would say there were multiple individuals pressing the buttons, pressing the triggers, loading the gas canisters, who were responsible for those events. But the people in Berlin, on the phones and on the fucking typewriters, I don't think they're responsible. No, in my worldview, they're not responsible. In your worldview, they are, because you share responsibility.
The people in Berlin on the typewriters didn't kill the Jews.
Exactly. In my worldview, they're not responsible. In your worldview, you share responsibility, so they would be responsible. That's your problem.
Was Hitler responsible? He didn't kill any Jews.
Obviously not. He didn't do it. No. See, you're gonna jump to an emotional example.